Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be doing some BFS stuff. I got my Dobyns Sierra Ultra Finesse rod. I'll be talking about that a bit later on in the video, but we will be throwing the Mr. Twister Meeny Tail. So I've not yet thrown this bait. I love the brand. I'm excited about it. Of course I've thrown a Grub before, but we'll see what this has to offer. I chose the white pearl and the standard white. Both colors will probably get me hit. Anyhow, let's get some fish on. I'll catch y'all back at the house after we do some fishing for a little bait review and rod review. All right, thanks guys. All right, so this is the area we're working with today. Basically, I've shot a video here before. It's one of my favorite spots. It's extremely productive for me, especially in the morning time. It's about 8 a.m. right now. We got this kind of fresh water running out into here. You got some riprap, a more shallow area. I'm thinking there's probably some crappie up there, probably some brim, and we got a heck of a lot of riprap running down here, and a dock over there for some cover. There's also a ridge of rock. It's kind of hard to see right now, running out of that away about 20-25 yards. So I'm gonna be casting over that. Let's see what we can't get on. First off, I'm gonna hit this little spot because occasionally there are some bass hiding there. Oh yeah, great action on that grub. I don't know if y'all can see that. I always think those shots are gonna show up great on the camera, and they never show up as great as I'd like. Okay. Had to adjust this a little bit. We're running an 1/8 ounce jig head on this bait right now, a sickle type hook. There we go, that's a fish. All right, nice crappie. That's a good looking one. I do have another spot for these guys. We may or may not hop to, depending on our luck. It's nice and warm. Show you off. All right, so our first fish of the day, and a good looking one at that. Real nice looking crappie right there. So we get a lot of these this time of year. They are feeding up. I plan on catching a lot of them today. That's primarily the type of fishing I've been doing, but I do have a really nice multi-species bait on, so we'll keep fishing here a bit, and I'm gonna hop over to the other side of the bridge and see if we can't get some more on. All right, guys, let's keep at it. Good looking fish, though. All right. These grubs are a lot of fun to fish. You can either retrieve them just straight up and kind of let that tail do its work, look more like a bait fish. I mean, that's why I chose these colors, and they show up in this stained water, just fantastic. I mean, white, silver, that kind of my go-to. Or you can kind of pop them up off the bottom, swim them a bit, pop them. That's kind of like how I like to work them. Even dragging them, can't really fish a grub wrong. Well, I'm sure there's a way, but you gotta be doing something pretty crazy. There we go. That was a good bite. All right. That's a good fish, guys. I'm gonna finesse him in. Just let him take that drag. Oh, goodness. Just a monster drum. If you aren't too familiar with these fish and you get one on, you can lip them. I find that's the easiest way to handle them. Gotta size that thing. Dear Lord. Probably like a 6-pound drum. Look at the size of that drum. Alright guys, our second fish, a gigantic drum. So definitely fun to fight, definitely strip and drag. This is the biggest fish I've caught so far on BFS gear. I might actually get a weight on it. I'm gonna guess it's at least 6 pounds. And I had no problem bringing them in. I mean, we were stripping a bit of drag. I got 6-pound line on, so handled them pretty well. Got my heart pounding. I thought it was a nice bass, but hey man, I'll settle for him. All right. Get the scale out. Come on, man. All right, we got zeros. And we'll get you on. Nope, that's not accurate whatsoever. All right, fellas, zeros. Zeros all around. Oh, you're wriggling all crazy. Well, I certainly overestimated that fish. It is 3 pounds and 10 ounces, almost 4 pounds. But I mean, could have fooled me. It's a pretty big fish. All right, so we got a couple decent fish on here, but we're gonna hop around. I got like 2 other spots where I know crappie are just going to be tearing up these baits, and we have the opportunity to catch some other fish as well. Got a nice drum and a nice crappie on to start the day, but it's been about 30 minutes and we haven't had so much as a bite, so I'm about to move. I got to downgrade this sweatshirt too. Got to run to my car because it is getting toasty. All right. See you guys at the next spot. All right, my friends, we are at our second spot. I have fished here before on the channel. It's connected to the first spot, but about a mile away on foot. Nice little crappie hole. I'm thinking we're going to be able to get some good fish on here. There are a lot of people moving in on that other spot, so let's see what we can't do. There we go. That's a nice looking one. All right, spot 2 is providing. It's a bigger bait for crappie, really. I bet we'd be getting hit with some smaller ones, but then again, this is a tiny crappie and he ate it, so could just be the fish. I typically opt for something around 2 inches or just a little more. These 3-inch ones are really the limit. Not necessarily only targeting these fish though, which is why I am throwing it. All right guys, we are back at the OG spot. I've hopped around everywhere and I'm struggling to get a bite on. We got 1 fish on, but we'll see if we can't get a couple more on here before heading out. I mean, I did get a good feel of this bait, and I feel like I can give a solid review. However, I do want to catch a couple more fish before heading out today. That'd be nice. There we go, finally, guys. We've been out here a hot minute, man. Yellow bass. Oh, that's a decent sized one. Oh. These yellow bass are really cool looking. They're actually a member of the temperate bass family, similar to your hybrids and your white bass and stripers, but they're a lot of fun to catch. This one's pretty fat. They're actually pretty tasty too if you guys have never tried them before. We're gonna get him back in the water, but kind of cool to get another one on. That tail's got a little bit of damage on it. Something was chasing it down. I'm saying today has slowed down. That was our 4th fish, and I've been out here about 4 hours. I'm gonna keep at it, try to get a couple more on, really put this bait to the test. Catching quite the variety today, so who knows what's next. I surely didn't expect that drum. I kind of thought we'd just have a real crappie fest, but you know, anything's gonna hit a grub. Well, let's keep working this bait and see if we can't get a couple more fish on. Maybe as the water has warmed up a bit, it'll provide. There we go. Like a little slab. Here's a nice one. Good looking little one. Nice pattern on it. Looks like our bite might be starting to pick up a little bit. Should have never jumped from this spot, that's for sure. Hey, what's up my friends? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a great time making it as always. So we got Mars in the house. He's laying at my feet right now. He's actually feeling a lot better. Good boy, I'm not gonna make you get up. It's a little late here. Actually, we gotta wake up early for some early morning fishing tomorrow. Get the day started like that. But yeah, I have been taking off his cone when I can. He's feeling a lot better. He knows not to itch it, or else I put that cone right back on him. I feel bad about that, but you know, I know he can't help it. He runs up to me as soon as it starts itching. I can tell, and I just start petting him and try to take his mind off it. But he's doing a lot better. Anyhow, we were throwing the Mr. Twister 3-inch Meeny Tail, which is just a 3-inch grub, really. You know, I'm really partial to this white pearl. So, white, of course, is killer, right? But this white pearl, man, that's a nice pearl color. It's solid. It looked really good in the water. And I think I mentioned I haven't thrown this grub in particular yet. I think it might be my new go-to 3-inch grub for sure. With probably every Mr. Twister bait I've fished so far, I'm usually pretty impressed. At least with the ones I bought. So I enjoyed it. They're super durable. I mean, I could reset them up on the hook many different times. The way the plastic's made, it's a solid bait with a great action, really. So really a pleasure to fish. You know, a great grub. I enjoyed it, and we were throwing it on that 1/8 ounce ball head jigs by Eagle Claw. So there we go. We've used this a lot. I like to throw finesse stuff when the largies aren't really biting those fast moving baits. I like to finesse fish with these 1/8 ounce. It's kind of my go-to during when they're spawning and during winter. That's like 1/8 ounce is what I throw on 6-pound line. I love it. And if I can get away with a sickle type hook for what bait I'm using, I'm gonna do it. I don't think there are that, in my opinion, there aren't that many cons to throwing a sickle type hook. So it's stronger, sharper, and I guess the only con would be if you snag up an expensive piece of plastic, you're gonna have a hard time bending that hook out. Like if I was using the same brand round bend hook, I could give it a couple solid yanks on 6-pound and I can bend that hook out and get it back, get that bait back. But if I'm throwing one of these, it's probably not gonna go down like that. I'm probably gonna break off before I bend the hook out. Anyhow, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Oh, you know what? Show this rod off real quick. We've done this many times with this one, but we were throwing our Dobyns 700 Charlie. It's the Sierra Series Ultra Finesse rod. It's that 7-foot moderate action with the extra fast tip, and it's light powered. It's a fine rod. I mean, it handled that drum a-okay, no problems there. And I plan on doing more. I plan on trying to get some bigger fish, and there's no doubt that this rod can do it. It is a solid rod. I mean, it is a light power rod, but it's definitely a bass rod. So we have that paired with the Curado BFS, and that is in 8.2 gear ratio. That I believe it's XG, but yeah, guys. So we're throwing 6-pound monofilament, that Stren on that too. So hope you guys liked the video. I had a great time making it, as always. I know I was complaining a little bit about not catching fish fast enough, but it was a good day, honestly. In my opinion, if I catch a fish an hour, that's a good day. So if I'm out there 5 hours and I catch 5 fish, I should be very happy about that. I've been very spoiled lately, catching a ton of fish with this crappie pre-spawn, and these white bass pre-spawning. But anyhow, thanks guys. Appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and get some good fish on. I'll catch y'all later.